Thank you for all the love. Thank you for having me here, for the kind words, Pandeyji and Ramkumarji. It's wonderful to be in Chennai. It's a city of ideas, enterprise, and resilience. I would say this city is a reminder that India does not have to choose between heritage and modernity, because Chennai has both. Bharatnatyam and biosciences, filter coffee and fintech. So when we talk about New India, it feels just right to begin here. It's a big, bold subject that we are taking up today. And I want to start with a very basic, simple question. What is New India? It is not a slogan or a PR line. It is a reality that is taking shape before our very eyes. New India is digital, confident, global. New India is 1.4 billion people. It's the largest democracy on earth, the fastest growing major economy, the youngest population in the world, perhaps also the most impatient. We are a startup nation, we are a space power, and we are a voice of the global south. A country that negotiates with Washington, trades with Moscow, competes with China, builds with Tokyo, and still finds time to send mangoes to West Asia. New India does not ask for a seat at the table. We build the table and tell the world to join. And whatever I've said so far is not rhetoric. It is our reality which is reflected in our numbers. And I'm a big fan of storytelling with numbers. Last quarter, our GDP grew at 7.8%. And this happened at a time when the US is staring at a slowdown. You must have seen the latest Fitch report. It also happened at a time when Europe is flirting with recession, when China is struggling with the weight of its debt burden. India is running. Last month, UPI crossed 20 billion transactions, total value more than 24 lakh crore rupees. It's a world record, and we are far from done. India is the world's fourth largest economy, on course to becoming the third largest by 2027, behind just US and China, ahead of Germany and Japan. And our story, ladies and gentlemen, is not just about size. It is about scale, scope, and speed. Our digital economy is exploding. Our space mission is landing near the south pole of the moon. Our startups are valued in billions. We have more than 100 unicorns now in our country. Our diaspora remittances crossed $135 billion last year, the highest in the world. This is New India. A country once written off as a basket case is today called a bright spot in the global economy. So what makes New India tick? I can think of 5 Ds. My first D is demography. Half our population is under 30 years of age. Yes, they spend too much time on Instagram. And they also want a promotion in the first month in office. But they're ambitious. They're unafraid. They're entrepreneurial. They are hungry to make a mark, and that is our strength that we must celebrate. My second D is democracy. In a world that is drifting towards authoritarianism, India stands out. We are very chaotic. We argue, we disagree, we protest, we vote. But we move on. We've always had a peaceful transition of power. And sometimes it feels like democracy is slowing us down. But we must remember that democracy is also what saves us. It is what makes us who we are, a noisy, chaotic family of 1.4 billion people. The third D on my list is diversity. 22 official languages, hundreds of dialects, and every religion under the sun. India is not a melting pot. We are a very big thali, where every dish retains its unique taste and together it makes a meal. The fourth D is digital power. From Aadhaar to UPI, India is building a digital public infrastructure at scale. We have shown that technology can deliver inclusion, and in such large numbers. My fifth D is diaspora. 35 million Indians abroad. Policymakers, CEOs of global giants, doctors, engineers, entrepreneurs. They are India's brand ambassadors. No PR agency can match them. Now, if you put these 5 Ds together, demography, democracy, diversity, digital power, diaspora, what you get is a country that is not just a regional player, it is a global power. Not just a market, but a shaper of rules. Not just a voice, but an agenda setter. But we cannot operate in isolation, so we have to step out of our borders, look at our neighborhood, and look at our world. Our world is changing fast, unpredictably, and often chaotically. American unipolarity is over. Chinese ascendancy is facing headwinds. Europe is struggling for relevance. Russia is gambling with aggression. West Asia remains a powder keg. Africa is demanding long overdue attention. Latin America is looking for partners. The institutions created after the Second World War are showing their age. Today, the United Nations Security Council does not reflect the realities of 2025. It reflects the realities of 1945. The World Trade Organization is struggling to function. The IMF and the World Bank face questions of legitimacy. Technology is redrawing power maps faster than diplomats can update their talking points. Artificial intelligence, quantum computing, biotechnology, these are not buzzwords. These are the new currencies of global influence. Climate change, it does not respect national borders. It does not respect protocol. It creates new vulnerabilities, new conflicts, new migration patterns. And everywhere, nationalism is resurgent, not always in the best way. The promise of borderless globalization has given way to strategic patriotism. This is not a stable world order. This is a world in transition, where rules are being rewritten, power is being redistributed, and alliances are being reconsidered. And for decades, India was a recipient of these changes. We adapted to what the world decided and did. But today we have the opportunity. And why just opportunity? I would say today we have the responsibility to shape our world ourselves. So the question is, how do we do that? We do it with a domestic policy that does justice to our talent and our aspirations, and a foreign policy that is bold, agile, and unapologetic. Look at the G20 in Delhi. India was the chair last year. We put the global south at the center of the conversation. Look at BRICS. Look at the Quad. Look at the SCO. India is part of all these clubs, sometimes competing, sometimes cooperating, always balancing, and always consequential. And we engage with everyone, but we depend on no one. And our biggest commitment is to our national interest. And it's not easy to walk this path, especially in a neighborhood as difficult as ours. I would say South Asia is one of the most volatile regions in the world today.